president's been, I think, pretty strong since day one in his language towards Iran. He was responding to comments made from them, and he's going to continue to focus on the safety and security of American people.
Press Secretary Sarah Sanders doubling down on President Trump's strong message to Iran. President Trump tweeting this morning, and this is the tweet. To Iranian President Rouhani, never, ever threaten the United States again, or you will suffer consequences, the likes of which few throughout history have ever suffered before. We are no longer a country that will stand for your demented words of violence and death. Be cautious. Joining me now to discuss all of this is Rob O'Neill, retired Navy SEAL, and it's good to have you here. Let's get right to this. There are serious things going on in Iran that don't get much coverage. Rebellion or protests in the streets because the economy is faltering. So part of what Rouhani might be doing is trying to get some money back into his country, and yet our State Department and the Treasury Department are pushing back on
That's
this.
what they're doing. At the Department of State, Secretary Pompeo made some pretty strong words when he was out in California at the Reagan Library, and he's just talking, he's talking about that what basically Rouhani is and the mullahs are doing are running a $95 million hedge fund, and that they're basically acting like the mafia. That, along with the sanctions, it should be, they're starting to be replaced next week, which you can see what happened with the currency in Iran. It's already decreased half, I think, since January. And that was all kind of overshadowed by President Trump's tweet. But, I mean, he is showing strength, and that's what he wants to do, is he wants to negotiate from a position of strength. And it seems, as everyone knows, ever since even before he started running for president, that Twitter is a very strong weapon for him.
And before I ask you the question about his words in that tweet, because the last time he spoke this forcefully, it was Kim Jong-un,
right,
and we got a summit down the road. So I'm not sure if the president's going to be speaking at some point with the Iranians. But you remember when the Iranians used to harass American naval vessels in the Straits and the Gulf of Hormuz, and they don't do that anymore.
They don't do it anymore. In 2015, there were 22 times. In 2016, 36, 14 in 2017, and then none in 2018. And there was even a point, you'll remember, when the Iranians took some sailors hostage, had them for a while, embarrassed them, made a big deal out of it, huge propaganda victory. And then as soon as they released, Secretary John Kerry thanked them. Hey, thanks for letting our guys go, instead of not even condemning them at all. And I would even question, why those sailors didn't fire on the Iranians knowing they were being overtaken. It was probably something up the chain of command that showed a lot of our weakness in that area, especially the Straits of Hormuz, that they probably weren't even allowed to defend themselves when they should have.
So going forward, I think what the president is demonstrating is that he will not be bullied by bully regimes. He stands up to them. But what happens next? Do we need to move forces back into the Straits?
I don't think so. They took a carrier battle group, the Harry S. Truman, out of there just after 3 months of deployment, which is really odd because normally it's a 7, 10, 12-month deployment. It's early, but it's showing unpredictability. What is this president going to do? Why doesn't he think we need him here? What does he have that we don't know about? And he can put him back at any time. And the Straits of Hormuz, which is, is right there where the oil comes out. Iran being the 5th largest distributor of oil, they're going to claim to cut off the Straits. But then what they don't need, but I'm sure what they do know is that Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates have already built pipelines in there, so that stress is becoming less and less. What we need now is the sanctions, which should be the big story next week, and then internally we need the protests to rise back up, and especially we could use some help from the media to report on what they're doing. The Iranian people are tired of all their money. A lot of that huge few crates of unmarked bills that we gave them during the Obama administration going into Syria to fund Hezbollah to fight Israel. They're saying, bring our stuff back. We're tired of this. We're being held hostage.
Last quick question. I know political leaders in Europe are actually talking to the Iranians about opening up banks and loans and money flow again. Would we have to take action against our European allies?
We would totally have to take action against it. You could see even with some of President Trump's strong words against NATO that he's not afraid to, why are you not spending what you're supposed to spend on your own defense, yet you're still doing natural gas dealings with the Russians who we're protecting you against, and then you get mad when we meet with Putin. He's definitely, he's doing what he was elected to do. He's not part of the swamp, and we're actually saying this now, and I think if they deal with him, we're going to see it.
And he doesn't back down.
No, he doesn't.
Rob O'Neill, it's good to have you here. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, thank you.